Hello, hello. Oh, oh, what is that voice crack? Holy. Good start to the stream. Oh my god. Welcome in, everyone. We are going to be doing some classic tower defense. This is Dungeon Warfare 3. I played number 2. Would have been earlier. Would have been earlier this year. And I knew that number 3 was kind of coming out. And it's been out for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months already. It's been on my radar. So today we'll give it a good old crack. Before we get into it though, let's just appreciate the jams. It's got some sick music. You've been listening to it while I've been getting some water, getting some coffee. Good stuff. Like I mentioned as well when I played number 2 earlier in the year, I feel like tower defenses is just that hidden gem. I always enjoy a good tower defense game. It's fantastic. But let us, I guess, begin with a new game. I'm assuming that it's gonna teach you how to play the game, because that's what any old game does. You there? Yes. Can you hear me? I'm stuck, trapped in this wrecked cage. Please help me get out of here. Click the cage repeatedly to destroy it. Achievement unlocked. Friendly fire. Free Wilson. Oh no. Is the fire's name called Wilson? I can't remember. Did number 2 have a fire? I think it did, right? Name's Wilson, the fire elemental. As you can see, miserable human sealed me in this accursed cage. How about a deal? Help me get revenge and I'll share my power with you. A tempting offer. Right. Let's do this together. We tried to start a tutorial on traps. Now, I've played number 2. We don't need the tutorial. We know how the things work. So, or at least I know how the things work. We don't need no tutorial. So essentially, you can see where they begin from entrances, and the little sort of blue wisp lines that come out. It shows you the path of the enemy that they're going to take, and they're going to try to go to your heart, your dungeon heart here. If they click on it, if they don't click on it, if they get there, you're going to lose life. We have 20 life down at the bottom, and we've also got some starting gold. So in terms of traps and stuff, we actually have no traps to begin with. Also, welcome in, Sheepy. Good morning to you. However, we get to select our loadout to begin. So there's a bunch of different traps and stuff you get to choose. However, they're locked. So we only have 2. So we got some dart traps. Fires a rapid volley of 3 darts, high rate of fire, making it excellent for finishing off weakened enemies. And we get some spike traps. A deadly array of spikes dropped from the floor, impaling anything above. So spike traps will go on the floor, dart traps will go on a wall. And as you can see, the cost 500 for the dart trap and the cost for the spike trap is 600. But as soon as we start placing some down, I believe when you place a fair few, the cost increases, but I'm not too sure. That's how it worked in the previous one. Yeah, we've also got some game time as well, some game speed, and we can use our explosives to our explosive barrels here to deal some damage. So we're gonna set up. We've got a door here, so we're gonna set up with traps and stuff here to try and feed all these enemies in. We don't have any upgrades for our traps at the moment, so we're just stuck with using what we have essentially right now. So I like to kind of do all my traps and stuff that I'll funnel all of the enemies in, and hopefully sort of kill them all before they break this door down, essentially. We could throw in another one here maybe. I kind of think it gets less use out of it, but
Good day.
should be okay. Hey bot, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. You can also click waves down here to call them earlier, and it gives you some more gold and experience and stuff like that if you send a wave early. There we go. We did it. Flawless victory, meaning we didn't take any HP damage. Okay, so it's very similar to number one. So you get these gems depending on how good you were, or like depending on the challenges and stuff you completed. And I believe that the gems allow you to upgrade your traps. Card rewards. Dungeon stack wood. Shape paths. Ruin becomes design beneath your barricades. Oh. Build dungeon. Drag this card onto one of the green highlighted terrain tiles. Oh. Next map awaits. Tap the dungeon icon to play. Well, that's kind of interesting. You can carve out your like path. Tutorial on barricades. We don't need no tutorial on barricades. That's fine. I think. Actually, maybe we might need to actually do it. There's wisp flying around. Yes, they mark the enemy's path convenient right around. This path, it's dull, predictable, no challenge. Let's spice it up, shall we? It's making me want to do that. This was have to take the scenic route, place your barricades well, and make their lives miserable. Now let's the killing begin. There we go. Place one there too. So that way they have to go all the way around. What is a soul harvester? Generates gold whenever a unit dies nearby. That seems kind of handy. Also got a push trap here. So you probably want some traps and stuff to be here. Got the second entrance here at some stage. There, here you go. Wave 5, there's some enemies that will come out of entrance 2. Everything else comes out of entrance 1 though. I think in terms of the soul harvester, it might be best just to set up our traps along like that, I reckon. Let's speed up the game. Yeah, let's put some spike traps all along here, I think. I do like it how you can 4 times the game speed. Makes it so much quicker. I think last time you could only like 2 times game speed. However, we didn't clear the map within 2 minutes. We technically didn't get one of the achievements. Game time was 3 minutes. So that probably means that you have to clear the... You have to like clear the wave earlier. Level up. We unlock a new trap slot. We got 2 gems as a level up bonus. And our starting gold bonus is increased. Grovold. Roots guard a kindly sting. First consumable trap waits. That will be more, I'm assuming, give us the consumable trap first. Okay. Here's some upgrades. Trap mastery. Upgrade traps with gems. Use gems to power up your traps. Earn gems by leveling up or clearing maps. Respec your gem upgrades anytime. Trap upgrades are unlocked at mastery level 5. So that's where the real meat to this particular game comes into play, is when you upgrade with the gems, your traps, you then unlock additional sort of pathways to augment your traps. So I don't think we can probably... Yeah, we can't get to level 5 for our first mastery just yet. But hopefully soon we can have a look. It only costs 1 gem for that. You know what? Let's do that. Okay. Let's put that there. I don't know if there's like some like path, like we're putting down these maps. I don't know if we need to put them in a specific order or something. Not too sure. Clear the map to unlock sigil. Survive a wave with a free Wrath level. Unlocks a charm. Clear the map with Fort Scythe runes, which will unlock a charm. Now runes are difficulty type things, but we'll probably get into that later on. Okay. Oh yeah, he's talking about the boulder. We know about that. So we want them to... Oh, we also have a vault here as well. Okay. We don't want them coming into this way. Wait. Restart. It's snowing. Oh no. Snow. Good luck. I can't help you, I'm sorry. We've only got one entrance, so that's okay. Let's place our traps. Down. We have a vault here. Great treasures lie within. Break it open with projectile traps. There is a dart trap here that we'll be shooting. I'm going to put down that there as well. Don't know if the vault actually has enemies in there. Actually, maybe we should put some traps at the start here. Usually, I think within... Actually, no, the vault will probably have our trap. That's right. It's going to have the consumable trap. That way we will unlock. We'll unlock it very shortly. There we go. We have our consumable trap. Congratulations, you unlock your first consumable trap. Consumable traps are free. They have a cooldown. Use it as often as you can. You hate this? Hopefully it will hopefully not settle. Hopefully not settle. Why would you want it to not settle? So you can like get off work or something? Wrath modifiers. Feeling too powerful? Unleash Wrath for bonus XP. Don't let your powerful arsenal go to waste. By rushing waves, you trigger Wrath, making the next enemies tougher and more rewarding to defeat. Each wave you rush increases Wrath level, further empowering your foes and increasing your potential XP gains. Experiment with Wrath to maximize your rewards. Now we want to survive a wave with Wrath level 3, so we will attempt that. Might go poorly. They're getting demolished. These big heavy knight dudes though. When it snows here, it usually just turns to a horrible ice when it sets, and then everywhere is an ice ring. Oh. Unlock a new sigil. Rain. Enemies take 10% more damage. Should be unlocked a fine addition to my collection. Unlock a sigil. Cool. Yeah, that sounds kind of bad. Maybe you can like not have to go into the office though and work from home. Smile. Be that to the guys. Yeah, sorry. Gonna have to work at the work from home again today. That would be nice. Drag this train card to a green highlighted area to place it. Each tile grants 50 additional starting gold. Tiles can be moved later. So we do get more like land. An open quarry where the dust never settles. Prepare for a chaotic brawl against foes from all directions. Oh, we get more car. Okay. So instead of choosing your dungeons that are already on the map, you can place which dungeon you want to try, you want to play. Taking from home today? Okay, that's good. Sigils provide immense power. To wield them, you need sockets. Socket upgrades are in the shop. Seeking out hidden sigils are scattered across dungeons. So we just slot that in. They then take more damage. Okay, cool. Retrieve trap mastery level 5. You can now upgrade the trap by right clicking the trap, then pressing the upgrade button. More upgrades can be unlocked by increasing the mastery level. So here, over here, we have a choice node. So we can go with increases the damage by 50%, increases the rearm speed by 30%. Trap fires 3 volleys in rapid succession per activation, unleashing a total of 9 darts to overwhelm intruders. Cooldown is doubled with an increase of 1 range, or deals 100% increased damage to enemies with no armor. There's like these different unlocks as well. Poison unlocked in Dustful Mines. Not too sure what that's about. I do like me the push trap. The push trap is always a solid. I think we're gonna go with the repeater mechanism. Sounds cool. Oh, we have to place both down. Okay. Clear the map. Areas inhabited by peasant, warrior, orc, and priest. Okay, we got some harpoons along there. There's a boulder there. There's a boulder there. There's only one entrance. They come out through that way. Well, the most optimal strategy would be to place a barricade. There's also a tomb here. Releases powerful enemies when destroyed. 20 priests. Okay. Right. I think, yeah, so the harpoon traps are already firing against that. Let's upgrade that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the boulder here, and I'm just going to trap. Looking with barricades. Be careful, placing a barricade here may block the only route to the cornerstone. If you proceed, enemies will prioritize attacking your barricades. Yellow tile. Watch for yellow highlighted tiles to single gates who are about to block the enemy path. So if we block here... Okay, so they're going that way because there's a boulder here. If they do that, then they have to go that way. Okay. Kill 10 units with 1 barricade. Damn, that's efficiency right there. I want to try and get enough money to put another barricade here so that way they can't go through and skip all these side traps. There we go, now they have to go around again. Oh no, I didn't get a flawless victory. We lost 4 lives. Probably means I get less gems, I guess. Yeah, I need 2 gems. That's okay. Returns a selected tile when it's structured to your hand as cards. What's this? Draw a reclaim card. Okay. Lesser Labyrinth. Clear the map. Clear the map with Blood Rune. Destroy 1 or more tomb. Do we have any upgrades? There you go. Try this one. What are you mentioning? Destructible walls. Some dungeons have fragile walls. These can be destroyed by nearby explosions or enemy attacks. Just like normal walls, you can place traps on them. However, when the wall is destroyed, any trap on it will be destroyed too. What do we have here? Special objects. There are special objects scattered in dungeons. Some of them are friendly, while others are hostile. These objects can be destroyed. Your traps and enemies will attack hostile objects if they can. Mouse over the object to find out more about them. Good eye. What do we have here? Produces gold over time, but enemies will attack it on sight. There's a tomb here. We have a minecart that travels along the path. We have 2 hearts. Okay. We can't obviously do that because then they will go and attack the barricade. And it looks like you can't block this path because there's the minecart coming through. So that's out of the question. You could get rid of that barricade and that wall to have them go through there, but that doesn't make sense. It's better to have them go around onto the minecart. Get ready. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we have a new trap. Spellbound Arsenal. Summons up to 2 enchanted dancing swords per trap to aid in combat. It's a floor trap or a wall trap? Unlocks when you clear a stage. It's a wall, a full wall trap. I think the push traps are king. Place a bunch of push traps here because then you push them off into the pit, and that's just always awesome. Boom. That's a lot of moolah. Technically I do need to kill the tomb as well. So we'll get that going. Holy. So much going on, I don't know what's happening. Oh, all of these guys are coming this way. Let's upgrade that. These traps along here. Oh, kill that guy. Oh no, he destroyed my treasure chest. My money! Upgrade those. We have a bit of money to upgrade, so place that there. This is Sparta. Kill 300 units by making them fall in a single map. Hehe. Nice. Iflox. I'm doing well. Little easy, but that's nothing new, you know. We can actually sell that for money. Place that there. Put that there. So if the, wait, hold on. The enemies come from entrance 2. They try to aim for this one. Ah, so I could actually have it so without the, instead of using these push traps here, I could barricade it here. And then the enemies would run along this track. Is that worth? You would lose like these here, and then you would gain a minecart plus some stuff here. There's a boulder there. I don't know if it's worth, to be honest. I think it's better just to continuously order. If we place it here and then we have them run along here, and then we use the boulder. Oh. Some value there. Nice. 20 lives left over. And so we got the flawless feat. We unlock that trap. I'll have to use that trap to see what it is. A new rune, the blood rune. We gain a bonus XP, 20%, but we only start with one left. So these are charms. Darts deal 4 poison damage over 4 seconds. Does not stack. Increases the cost of 50. A new charm for the spellbound arsenal. It knocks enemies back. Increases minion health by 50%. Okay. So the charms are new. Holy. That's a lot of cards we got. What's this one? Memoir. Gem +5. It's a spell. Break. I am a realm shaper. The world was whole. The cataclysm tore it apart. I woke in the void. Gain access to the shop. Huh. Okay. Increases starting gold. Must be built on a mountain. Cluster 3. Nearby dungeons have higher XP multiplier. Ah, okay. A group of connected terrain tiles of the same type. Certain effects only activate when the required number of tiles are linked. Ah, so you need 3 tiles in a row. Oh, and you can't put them on planes. Okay. So if you do that, 30% extra XP it would be. That's kind of cool. Shop. Soul fragments. Equipping a rune for the first time and clearing a stage rewards you with 50 soul fragments. You can also earn soul fragments from traps, buildings, and achievements. Soul fragments can be spent in the shop to buy powerful items and upgrades. So you can buy more of the map stuff. What do we have here? Trap slot. Oh, it's free, so sure, the first one is free. Unlock an additional sigil slot. Okay, so we're gonna unlock more passives and stuff this way. That's cool. What do we have here? Okay, so you've got the sigils and the runes, and the charms and whatever else. Sustained momentum. For the push trap, combo duration is increased to 10 seconds. Mort. Requires sockets of 2. Enemies with 10% or less health die instantly. That seems pretty powerful. Enemy armor is halved. That seems pretty good too. Adaptive mechanism for the push trap. After killing 20 enemies, tier is upgraded for free, up to tier 2. The cost is increased by 200 for the trap. But you would be like saving money because it's a free upgrade. How many sigils do I have? You can also re-roll the items. Okay. I have 1 sigil. Alright. What do we have here? Increases the physical force by 30%. Increases damage by 50%. Enemies pushed into walls are stunned for a second. Increases combo count by 2. Like the increased damage and stunned if pushed into a wall. I feel like physical force is probably better. So that way they push them... I guess they would push them further. Or they push them stronger. Okay, so you can just select them like that. So you can so I'm guessing that you can only have 1 charm as well equipped. Adaptive mechanism. For the push trap. After killing 20 enemies, it's upgraded to the next tier for free. But the cost of the trap would go from 600 to 800. Or with brute force enabled, it would be 800 to 1,000 each. It gets very expensive. Alright. Oh, okay. Earnable soul fragments. The amount of soul fragments you will earn after clearing this stage rewards Gure with the number of runes selected. Clearing a map for the first time grants 50 fragments. And then we have the different runes we can select. Well, we want to flawless run maps anyway, for the extra XP. So we might as well start with the blood rune, because we want to flawless them, which means not taking any damage, and the blood rune makes it so you only have 1 life. And we'll get more for soul fragments, so we might as well just enable that. Destructible floor. Flimsy flooring provides passage until shattered by enemy force or blast. Oh, okay. So then that means that basically the enemies can only go along this pathway here. Natural flawless enforcement. Yeah. Okay, if they can only go along this pathway once we blow up these destructible floorings, then we have a good point for push traps along here. And drop them instantly to their death. then I think one there would be good too. Place that there, and we start the game.
Good day.
I probably should have done the last one first. I wonder if there's a button that allows me to send in the wave so I don't need to keep clicking it. Let's see. Call in next wave is E. Okay. We can hit E to call in the next wave sooner. Helpful to know that. Okay, so it's destroyed, that's fine. My push traps are getting much more expensive now that I've been throwing more down. Another barricade was destroyed. Let's pop that there. Destroyed again. Ooh, no! One of them went in. They've unlocked a new rune, Breeze. Starting with 100 extra life. No, start with 100 extra life. Enemies are weaker and slower. Cannot unlock achievements. Is that... Ah. So it's a rune that makes it easier. Ah, Hithora. That's interesting. Let's try that again. This time I will actually have it so the enemies along here. There we go. Replace the summoning circle there. This one I'll put there. Oh wait, the Spellbound Arsenal, they actually get hit. So a minion will actually get hit by the cart. Friendly minion, that is. I don't know how I like that then, actually. It's not that great then. We will sell that then. Seems to be going a little bit better. Look at them all trapped over here. What's going on over there? That's kind of funny that they're trapped over there. They're like not breaking the wall. That glitched. Okay, so these arsenal things are actually pretty cool. They keep the enemies locked into place for a little bit, so that's nice. Here comes the hard part where all of these little guys run through, and we have no money, so we can't really sell anything. Or we can probably sell something to place some stuff down. That's okay. Okay, so now we can just kill these guys. There we go. Nice. I don't know why they got glitched up on that area and didn't turn around and break the destructible wall.
Excellent.
21 pounds in XP. We leveled up to level 5. Got a forest. Traps in nearby dungeons are cheaper. And you need 3 forests nearby to have that work. Alright, let's do... Wait. Nearby things. So how do they work then? Doesn't mean like in a one tile area around. Requires at least 3 connected tiles of the same type. So if we did a mountain range of like a mountain here, a mountain there, and then a mountain there, would it be like traps all around there would gain the effect? Let's put a forest here then. We have these reclaim card things that we can always bring up. Anyhow, nearby dungeons spawn additional peasants per wave, scales with connected plains or meadows. Or we can get 10 gems for 300. Projectile traps have 1 activation range. Bounties are increased by 10. Enemy armor is halved. I think these ones are pretty powerful to get. Like, they seem very good. Enemy armor is halved is pretty powerful. We only have 1 sigil at the moment. What do we have here? Increases damage by 50%. Increases the maximum number of summoned weapons to 3. Increases minion health. Bounty plus 5. On death deals damage to an enemy equal to maximum health of the weapon. That seems pretty good. Extra gold when you kill things with the weapons. Enemies... knock enemies back. Maybe having more minion health and we use them as knocking enemies back because we have the hammer charm. If we have the poison here, dance deal 4 poison damage over 4 seconds. Does not stack. I like the extra range with the repeater mechanism. Cooldown of 1 second, which would be a cooldown of 2 seconds, so the poison would still hit. I think repeater mechanism is probably the way to go there. Start that. So I think I want to get the sigil slots. Next upgrade is 150. Bounties are increased by 10%. Extra gold. We'll buy that. And I'll buy that one too. Go to our sigils. So enemies take 10% more damage. We'll grab that. We could drop both of those and have enemy armor is halved instead. But enemies taking 10% more damage seems very strong. Alright. So we've got The labyrinth that we can enter, or this one, Shaper's Stand. Clear the map. Clear the map with 1.5 or higher XP multiplier. Clear the map with blood or fort runes. Would unlock a charm. Okay, let's try this. Okay, the breeze one we don't want to activate. Breezes basically makes the game easier, I guess. Activate the blood rune. We don't have enough runes to make the game 1.5 XP reward difficulty. So we can't gain the second like challenge stuff. We have a new trap for this one, the arcane trap. Launches an explosive arcane ball at enemies within range. Okay. It's fairly costly. Let's see, what else do we have? Got some spikes over here. Got some boulders. More spikes. Got a poison trap. Summons up to 3 orbs. Each orb fires 3 homing bolts that poison nearby enemies. One thing I'm a little clueless of is where are the enemies trying to get to? Let's try out that trap. Oh wait, no, we can place our cornerstone. Oh. In certain maps like this one, you must decide where to place the cornerstone. Choose a well-defended strategic location that works to your advantage. Keep in mind the cornerstone cannot be placed on pit tiles or over dungeon entrances, and at least one of its tiles must overlap with the dungeon floor. Oh, that's kinda cool. So like, you know, if you placed it kind of over here, the enemies, we could block off this pathway. And then they would have to come, like, we could make them so they have to go walk all the way around. If you put it on this side, blocked off that path. I'm thinking you can't put it over the pits. So if we put it down here, we barricaded here. They have to come around. We barricaded here, then this entrance would have to come up through. I'm trying to think, because I'm going along. I think let's see, there might be a better place to put this. Have them go through here, down, get trapped through that, come up, across that way. So we would need barricade. And a barricade. Okay. We put a barricade here. A barricade here. And a barricade here. So those guys have to go that way. These guys will go that way. Okay. Soul Harvester. I think if we go with a bunch of a bunch of dart traps around here. Can have a pushing trap here. Spikes here, or dart, not spikes. This can go here, and we'll put the summoning location there. We will start with that. There's occasionally some guys going to the top bar, but I hope this Spellbound Arsenal and Poison Trap can take care of them just fine. Maybe I put that there. These push traps seem pretty effective. We upgrade them so they do more force damage. There's some big guys coming along here. I think if we put this here and we put some push traps along the top here. Upgrade that. We got a lot of money. These heavy armor things are pretty tanky. That one there. Although this trap is probably just pushing these guys. Put them there instead.
Good day.
We're getting a lot of money because of the Soul Harvest. I think that's kind of like what's kind of carrying us a bit. Okay. Wait. Pause, Jan. Send the boulder through. Oh, nice. We did it. Another rune. Fort rune. Enemies gain extra HP. Oh. Okay. Another level up. More cards. A library grants access to the build switcher in the trap mastery menu. Desert units in nearby dungeons suffer reduced health. We have another planes. 8. Units in nearby dungeons suffer reduced health. A group of connected terrain tiles. So can you place dungeons on? You can. Okay. Dungeon library. Grants access to the build switcher in the trap mastery menu. The build switcher in the trap master menu. I'll have to see what that means. Ah. Oh, okay. So you can kind of like set builds. Okay. I think that was in... Actually, no, I don't think you didn't have any builds that you could do. Yeah, you didn't have this. Ah, that's cool. Okay. I would like to get this to level 10. Just to see what the mastery is. Further increases force damage. Increases damage. Enemies have their armor reduced by 1. Physical force increased by 10% every 5 activations. Kinetic build up. And so the physical force, is that a permanent increase? Don't know. Okay, so that's what that is. What about this? If we get this to level 10, what do they have? Increased damage by 100%. The weapons cannot be attacked anymore. Oh. Attacks apply poison that deal base damage over 10 seconds. Increases rearm speed by 50%. I do like that. The shadow weapon seems pretty cool. Weapons cannot be attacked anymore. Now that kind of means that the weapons will consistently attack, but it also means that they won't block the enemy, which is both good and bad, I guess. The reinforcement increases the number of summoned weapons. I guess you would want increased damage on that then. And then the bounty hunter would be useless with shadow weapons because that means on death. What are the bounty? It's pretty good. Does this arcane trap activate? It seemed pretty handy. Increases range, projectiles now seek enemies. Increases damage. Splash radius increased by 30%. Each hit reduces enemy armor. Each hit increases damage taken from arcane traps. Anima affinity. Damage is increased by 50% for each level of Anima engine. For every 10 units hit, damage is permanently increased. Accretion is pretty good, but the upgrade costs 1200. Ow. Okay. What does the barricades get?
Good day.
And blading increases the durability. Fully repairs the barricade. For every 10 seconds, randomly taunts a nearby enemy to attack. This attack is damaged by 200% damage dealt. Generates 100 gold per wave. Enemies will attack the barricade on sight. Increases durability by 75%. Increases armor by 2. Fully repairs barricade. Limits the maximum damage dealt to this to 10% of the max health. Heals 3% durability per second. Symphony and Cryo, welcome in. The barricade, I remember the alchemy upgrade. Although I think they changed it. I don't think it used to be gold per wave. I think it used to be gold over time. So like the upgrade is 600, so you need to place the barricade for 550, and then you upgrade it for 600. So just to start getting your money back, you need like 12 waves. I don't know. Seems heavily nerfed. What does the dart traps get? Cut a week. Increased damage to enemies with less than 50% health. Each consecutive hit to a unit deals 20% more damage. That one's the really good one. Spell lock dart. Enemies hit are unable to use magic or special skills within 10 seconds. That seems very useful as well, actually. What about the spike trap? Opening blow deals 100% more damage to enemies at full health. Pulls nearby enemies inward before striking. Ooh. Enemies hit cannot heal for 10 seconds. Oh, that's cool. Deals 100% more damage when hitting 5 of your enemies. Applies a debuff that increases damage taken by 20%. Oh, exploitable wounds. Wait, let's go with that. That seems cool. Let's do that. And then let's upgrade this one, I think. Get that to level 5. Obelisk. Projectiles now seek enemies and it's got an increased range. And then this one, repeater mechanism. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that one's cool. Exploitable wounds. Seems nice. Save. The build. We have 5 available gems. We'll upgrade that one as well. Okay, shop. Enema engine gauge drains 50% slower. What's this? Barricade. Decrease cost by 100. That seems handy. Mono. If there's only one trap of a given type on the map, its rearm speed is increased by 30%. That's like... that's just spamming out one, like, traps then. Physical force of traps is increased by 20%. That's cool too. I'm gonna buy that because that's instantly useful. Because we can go to our barricade and we can select this charm and it lowers the cost by 100 gold for each barricade we put down. The labyrinth. Area is randomized each time it has been cleared. Ah, right. So labyrinths are the repeatable kind of ones. Traps cost less, units have less health. So I guess technically you want to like put a labyrinth, something that you're going to repeatedly clear a lot. Increased XP yield. Probably put like, get connected mountains or something and put the labyrinth on there. Unlocks the cipher rune. Clear the map with blood for cipher runes, which would unlock a charm. Destroy the hidden vault, unlocks a charm. And the charm is for the harpoon. Let's go back to these. That didn't have anything special. This had cleared a map with fort and cipher runes. Respite. We only got 2 gems for this. Maybe we do this one again. Let's do that so we get some more soul fragments. This one doesn't give us any earnable soul fragments because we haven't used them. I think getting soul fragments is good. So we want to eventually block off the enemy from going into there. This is powerful enemies. Put we place this here, I think. Is that there? Upgrade it so it has increased range. Is that there? Ooh. Kill all of them, put that there, and they have to run back. They should be running back. Alright, I have to click on this one. There we go. Now they're running back. Oh. And this has activated. Pop that there. I was not prepared for that to actually drop. Ooh. Let's restart then. Let's see, I was not prepared for the tomb to break. Why don't we try to have it so... we just kill the enemies along this path here, which means we need probably the ground trap. So if we go that there, that there, this here, that there, that there. Oh, there's too many of them. Wow, okay. I guess I might need to go, instead of going that way, go the other way then. That thing will break soon. Still coming this way. Okay, died. Okay. We're clear for now. Let's get them to be pushing that way. Another push trap. Good. And then another dart trap along there. The poison damage seems pretty effective. Let's upgrade that. So if they get hit, they take more damage. Get debuffed. Last wave. There we go. Nice. So that gives us, I suppose, fragments. And it gives us the extra gem. So how many gems do we have? We have 1 gem. Cover that. But we have 110 here, 150 for the sigil. Duplicate trap cost penalty threshold is +1. Okay. So we've done everything. We can try the labyrinth. If we complete a labyrinth, we get 160 fragments here. So we got some treasure chests. We got 1 entrance, and we can place the cornerstone down anywhere on the map. Keeping the treasure chest alive would be key, because it gives us bonus gold over time. The enemies attack it on sight. Let's see, if we had placed the cornerstone like somewhere down here or something. If we put it up here though, there wouldn't be any real room. Maybe over here. Because then there's a door in the way. They have to get through that door. Spellbound Arsenal is in the corner. Traps here. That there. Set location. Set location. Let's try this out. The door will probably eventually end up dying. I might put a spike trap here. And then put another one here. Just increase the amount of guys we have. And we'll get exploitable wounds. We're getting a good amount of money from the treasure chests, so like buy more things. Balloons! A new enemy. I guess just they're really quick. Didn't realize this was Balloons TD. Oh, barricaders. Remember those guys? Oh, that was easy. Nice. But it was soul fragments. Cool. And we got a spell from it. I wonder if you get a spell every time you do the labyrinth then. That would be cool. We've got 3 gems available to upgrade. These cost quite a bit to upgrade. Can upgrade that one though. An additional trap slot. I might get that one, and I'll get the sigil slot as well. Bounties from enemies that fell to their death increased. Whoa. Increases wave rush gold. All trait options are available when upgrading traps. Ah, okay. Enemies with 10% less health die instantly. Actually, wait. Go back to our sigils. Drop that one, and then put in that one. So we get less gold, but enemies with armor, their armor is halved. Okay, let's try this one. Clear the map. Clear the map with blood, fort, and siphon runes. Well, I've only got blood and fort. Okay. So we've got the entrance here. Seems like it might be a good map to have some barricades. Oh wait, no, we get 2 barricades to place down for free. We have a new trap, the harpoon. Harpoon is a really good trap. Okay. There's some treasure chests around. We've got another entrance up here as well. Soul harvesters are here. I think trying to consolidate the enemies onto one path and then building that path up. So if we have them maybe come on this way here, so we like block them off there. They're gonna go that way. Where are these guys gonna go? They're gonna go that way. Okay. I think I want to be able to place barricades down. Spike trap is going to be good. Push trap will be good. I think if we drop the arsenal trap. So we'll remove the upgrades from that one. Upgrade the dart trap. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, actually, well, thinking about it, like if I just put that there, maybe I don't need to place them. They're gonna all go that one way. Okay then. So if we want to consolidate Push traps
Good
along
day.
here. Harpoon traps along here. The harpoon traps are very, very cheap. What the hell? Hey Lukey, welcome in. How you going, buddy? And we should probably get some spike traps down, as well as some dart traps.
We have a problem in Northern Australia, Peg. It's snowing monkers.
I see. Well, maybe you should come down to the south, the southern Australia. It won't snow, that's for sure. Place this here. Place that there. Put a push trap here. Okay, they're coming up here, so let's see what can we do here. I think we can... If we do spike track there, I think if we put this here, no, he's gonna break the treasure chest. I wanted that. I wanted the treasure chest. Broken the door here too. Gotta make sure they don't get through. Is it snowing very badly? Like a lot, or whatever you would say? Oh shit, they're coming this way. Grab. Have to put down a barricade here. There we go. I think we're kind of doing okay. I think we can upgrade some more things. Upgrade that. Let's see. Let's put this here, just in case we come into this tile. We'll upgrade it as well. Get a push trap there. This is 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one might actually be better having this here. And the boulder through, kill all those guys. Nice. Oh god, that's a lot of quick enemies coming through. Alright, we got him. Last wave. A new enemy. Charges through crowd, trampling anyone ahead. Oh no. That sounds kind of bad. Oh, that's fine, we got him. Oh, there's another one up here. Oh, he died. Okay. Nice. Harpoon trap unlocked. And the scythe. Enemy move speed, fast enemy spawn rate. Okay. 7 gems. More cards. Got some farms. Nearby dungeons spawn additional peasants per wave. Scales with connected meadows or peasants. Or connected plains or meadows. Wait. Nearby dungeons spawn additional. Waves have 20 more peasants. The air is crowded and none of it friendly. Crush them between your corridors. Okay. There's our sigils, right? Well, the crushing one seems like it might be good with the push trap. Let's have a look at the shop. What do we have in here? Combat duration is increased to 10 seconds. After killing 20 enemies, tiers upgraded for free. All trait options are available when upgrading traps. It costs 400 to get that. If there's only one trap of a given type on the map, its rearm speed is increased. That one would be good to have, I think. The armory, enemy armor +2, bounty +1 for each adjacent forest tile. +1 armor and +1 bounty. Another farm. Gold mine. So what do we have here? So
Good day.
nearby dungeons spawn additional peasants per wave. Each connected plains tile adds 1 peasant per wave, and each meadow tile counts as 2 plains tiles. The bonus caps at a maximum of 50 additional peasants per wave. So it also includes these tiles where there's the meadows and the peasants and stuff. Sorry, the meadows and the plains on these tiles as well. Okay. Hello, Jabby. Welcome in. How are you? The mapping interface thingy, additional like mini game mode that they have is pretty cool. Get a dock with your boss. Oh, hopefully it went well. Let's have a look at these challenges. Clear the map with the blood rune. Let's do that. Ah, that's what that little plus sign means. It means it's required for the challenge. So we gain additional bonus soul fragments as well for doing these maps with the runes. And it seems like soul fragments is a good thing to get as much as you can. They said, you have a request. If you can't do a task, please say no. Ah. Can't do a task, please say no. Wait. So they... Did you say no? Hey, I'm a little confused. Did you say no, I can't do that? Or something? We have a harpoon here. Oh, it doesn't reach. Oh, but we can put the harpoon along here. Like that. Bush trap here. Harpoon here. You always said it's too much. I don't know how to finish it. Yeah. I've also got to reinforce, actually, if we just kill all the enemies here before they get over here. Because this entrance, they go from that one over to here. So they're all going to go through this push trap section. So if we get some of these spellbound... Be careful where we put these spellbound guys, because we don't want them falling off from the minecart as well. I think we can have one here. And that's all our money so far. Oh. Action. Guard. Guard here. That's right, Wilson also does damage. Is a thing. Said nothing, he just looked like a dish. Boom, 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 boom. Probably put a spike trap or something down here because it seems to be very useful with these arsenal things. Maybe we put one here. These harpoon traps are getting quite a few kills. Oh, boulder. Yeah, get wrecked. That's very good having the darts over there too. Last wave. I haven't been calling the waves. I should probably be doing that because that gets you... Rushing the waves gives you a lot of extra experience. Poison. Yeah, I was saying, I think poison's probably really good against enemies with armor, I think. So that gave us a bunch of the soul fragments and the gems as well. So we have 11 gems available and the dart trap seems very strong. I want to get that to level 10 again. That way you can get double unlocks and the compounding strike. Each consecutive hit to a unit does more damage. So I feel like that one with the repeater mechanism, which means that there'll be a lot of hits on the targets, should be pretty good, I would say. Because if we go with our spellbound arsenal, the reinforcements, And then rapid conjuration, so we have like lots of guys. Three guys with more health, plus the impact hammer, which means they've got more health. Seems like it might be good. Oh, what do we have? Physical force of traps is increased. Enemies with 10% health or less die instantly. For every 200 enemies killed, gain 5 soul fragments. For each adjacent wasteland tile, 1 soul fragment reward. It costs 800 soul fragments to get a soul forge. But I guess technically it's a lot. Nearby dungeons spawn additional peasants per wave, scans with connected plains and meadows. Let's do another labyrinth. And we get some earnable soul fragments. Because we haven't ran it with that yet. Okay. Right, how does this one look? We've got one entrance over here, and we've got 2 treasure chests of gold. So ideally, we like block them off around here so they don't get to the gold. But we'll place our cornerstone over here in the corner of the map, away from the action, so we can use our spellbound arsenals to trap them so they don't go through this way. And I reckon dart trap here is probably going to be the best. A push trap probably here. Arsenal here with them being summoned there. And then spike traps here. I might swap this harpoon trap for a dart trap later. Just gonna upgrade our arsenal. And I think upgrading the dart trap would be the way to go. Oh, it's the big dude. Oh, he's dead. Send all the waves! Nice. How much XP did we get there? Decent amount. We leveled up. More gems. Level 10. Cool. Compounding strike. Repeater mechanism. And now I want to level up the spellbound arsenal next. Gotta love it when work suddenly try to convince you that they care and listen instead of admitting it's just them trying to cover their ass. Better renew the hell. Options. Increases rush wave gold by 100. With 420. I think another sigil slot. Which then means that we can apply our gold bounty. I think Mort would be pretty good. Next sigil slot cost is 300. Abyss would be pretty good because we do make enemies fall to their death quite a lot, and I guess it's also subjective based on the enemies or like the map type. I think for now we save what we have and clear the map with a 1.5 or higher multiplier. Clear the map with blood and fort runes. And what does that unlock? They both unlock a charm, so we can do that. So 150 and fort and blood are both active. So if we beat this, we not only get a bunch of fragments, but we also unlock 2 extra charms. So how did I do this last time? I think I had the cornerstone over here. And I had a bunch of walls placed down so that the enemies traveled around. Let's put this here. And start the game. Technically killing them near the soul harvester would be best. Because we get the extra gold if we kill them near this. Okay, the other side of enemies are starting to come and they've got a lot of armor. So set this stuff up. I think this first entrance is all covered and now we'll just sort of get murdered. Like the murder pit right there seems to be pretty comfortable. We get another spike trap down too and upgrade it, make them take more damage. Okay. Yeah, I think poison does skip like the armor. That poison is actually kind of cool. I've unlocked new charm, the spike, for the spike trap, sharpened steel. Base damage increases by 1 per tier upgrade. Base damage increases by 1 per tier upgrade as well for the arcane trap. Okay. Dealing with it since June. Sag. And the cost increases by a huge amount. That's insane. But I guess it does do a lot of damage. How much? We have 340. There's only one trap of a given type on the map. Its rearm speed is increased by 30%. I kind of want to buy that, because I might use that at some point. Wait, is it only... hold on. If there's only one map... one trap of a given type on the map. One trap of a given type. Does that mean like I can have one trap of each, or only one trap of one type? If there's only one trap of a given type, only one trap of a given type. To me, that seems like I can only have one specific trap, but I can have more. Like I can obviously have, so like if I only went with dart traps, I could have lots of dart traps, but only dart traps, and for that to work. Let's try that as a test. Ooh. Level 1 life. Enemies that die in tight clusters leave blood orbs that fuse into a blood golem. More blood orbs spawn. Blood golems are stronger. Oh. So the runes upgrade, but then provide more XP. That's interesting. Okay, let's try that. We got 2 treasure chests. Got some traps there. Okay, we could place it here, or like here. Put it there. And we'll just trap everything here in this death pit. Those go there. Back trap here. Push trap can go like that. Dart trap like that. Send all the waves. It might be a death sentence, but it's okay. Surely it's not the end of the world. Easy. Nice. Okay, it was hard to tell. I mean, I didn't actually play the thing properly. The mono trap thing properly. Let's actually put down... Okay, cornerstone first. This one's a little bit more interesting. Maybe over here. Okay, so how do we tell? Okay. Singularity, is that what that is? Singularity? What happens when we put this down? No. Oh, wait. There's already traps down. Put this one down. Okay, singularity. Ah, so that's what it is. Okay, so mono is one trap of each type. That's what that is. And that increases the rearm speed of having one trap per type. Right. Better to sell these ones, I think. I have barricades, but maybe like barricade there and there. Might be good. We sell actually these. Place a barricade here and here. Is there any bombers though? That's the thing. Just need to make sure there's like no bombers that will destroy the barricades. And then that can go there. Then I think having more of these is fine. Don't need to worry about the singularity, the rearm speed for these. Just have multiple of them. Those guys are pretty beefy. Okay. Nice, I'm understanding now. That the mono sigil is really good, particularly for certain traps. So the more traps you have out of different varieties is good. So we should realistically try to get the arcane trap out as well and use that with singularity, which means that we should get an additional trap slot. But we need more. More soul fragments. So this map have one entrance. Seems pretty good to maybe trap them around here and have the cornerstone over here somewhere. Good that you can place the cornerstone down on these maps though. That's a really neat feature. I'm gonna sell the spike traps so we can get singularity with one of them. Actually, I think here would be best. This goes here. It goes there. This one goes there. Then we can do this here. And then I'll get a spec trap down. Those down. Down there. Okay. So that hasn't been getting us any additional soul fragments. I guess that's why you would want that soul fragment building then. Let's see, have we done... We've got survive a wave with 3 ref level and clear the map with 4 and Cypherins. We'll do these additional things because they unlock charms. Just activate everything so we get more bonus. So just ref level 3 and the 4 and Cypherins. Okay, barricade here, no brainer. Push trap, I think here. This one here. That can go there. Back trap. There. Sell that dart trap, so we have singularity on this. This will be raft level 3. There we go. Okay. Hold the line, boys. Get another one of these out. Let's also get another one here. Oh no! It's broken through. Okay. Let's get these guys here then. Send the boulder. Oh damn, that did not kill all. Okay, more spike traps then. Nice. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, we got always deal damage regardless of placement. Rated panels. I don't know what that means. Each barricade strike kill increases the durability. Okay. I don't really use the barricade as killing, so I kind of rather just have the decreased cost. What else was it? The push trap. Always deal damage regardless of placement. I guess that means that when you use it to push enemies, the damage is generally if it hits an enemy into the wall. So if you have that selected, it's gonna do its damage regardless. I don't know. I usually just use them just to like push enemies back and so they take like longer to do your mazing, rather than using them for like damage. Like how damage is our dart trap kind of thing right now. So unlocked in Origin Core, the Spring Compressor, and Necromancy. Unlocked in Crypto, the Necromancer. Okay, what about our shop? We wanted to get the additional trap slot. So now we can put down the arcane trap. Clear the map with blood, fort, and scythe runes. We'll unlock a charm. Each adjacent spike trap increases this trap's damage by 40%, but overall damage is reduced by 30%. Linked arrays. Okay. So that requires like many spike traps to get an overall buff. Straight hidden vault. Okay. So have runes enabled. I don't get any extra there. I get extra there. Okay. So destroy the hidden vault. Where is the hidden vault? Is that a hidden vault? That's the cornerstone. That's the entrance. That's the entrance. Destroy the hidden vault. I don't know. I guess this up here is the hidden vault. Maybe. Don't know. Weird. Let's place these down again. And I'm gonna have it so they get trapped going that way, I think. Have that there, have that there. Oh, Wait. I need to restart. Select loadout. Enable the arcane trap. There we go. Actually, let's put that there. I think that'll be better. Put that one there. These guys here. These guys here. I don't know what they mean by destroying the hidden vote. I don't see a hidden vote anywhere. Nothing like over there. The only thing I can make of is this. But I don't know how I would destroy that. That's the thing that's flashing. Weird. Extremely weird. Oh, we have so much gold. Just get a bunch of spike traps. That's 7,000 gold. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. What is this? Anima Engine. I haven't read this. Powered by the souls of the fallen, the Anima Engine fuels your dungeon's defenses. The faster you kill, the more power you harness. Higher levels grant greater boosts. Strike fast, feed the engine, and turn destruction into power. Level 1 reward, you get 500 gold. Level 2, 3 Cornerstone Guardians. Yeah, that's like the little orbs that rotate around. Level 3, 1 bounty increase. Requires a bunch of kills. Yeah, I'm still getting bullied. Yeah, we ended up killing him. I don't know, yeah, link the raise. Right, I read up on that one earlier. I don't know where the hidden vote is, though. Destroy the hidden vote. Maybe I need a certain... Maybe I need the explosive trap. The explosive barrel trap to unlock that. Projectile traps have +1 activation range. After killing 20 enemies, tier is upgraded for free. All trait options are available when upgrading traps. So like all trait options means that you could choose whatever you would want to go with rather than selecting each specific thing, which would be like good because like example I guess spike traps, there's faster here. Hit enemies cannot heal for 10 seconds. So you could like space this out, kind of thing, and it would be better. As well as spacing out exploitable wounds, because it's like 10 seconds is a decent amount of time. So I could see that being kind of useful. It's pretty expensive though. Requires 2 sockets. Projectile traps have an additional range. We just don't have... We don't have any. I'm gonna get an additional trap slot because I think we're about to get an additional trap. So I have a way with RAF level 4, unlocks a charm. Clear the map with 1.6 or higher XP multiplier, unlocks a charm. Let's try this. Moving walls. There are moving walls in this dungeon. You can place traps on them, use them to your advantage. If a wall moves to block the only enemy path, they will start attacking your barricades. Activates nearby moving walls. Oh, okay. Wait, you have... Oh, you can only use it 6 times? What's this? Thirsting Obelisk. Activates once enough enemies are killed near this. I don't know what that is. There's a bolt trap there. New trap as well. Grinder. Grinds anything above it. Jams after dealing too much damage in a short period. Damage ignores armor. Okay, I must restart that. So I have 6 additional uses with the wall thing. There's a chain traps over there, poison trap there. That goes that way. I think we can have this set up here. This set up here. Sell that one. Dangles a nearby enemy with a chain, keeping it from getting away. Okay, so the chain traps I can't singularity. I figured that maybe if it was a trap dropped on the ground. I guess that's because I don't have it like enabled. That makes sense. Push trap here. Let's place up in traps along here. That one there. This one there. That there. Right. Hey Loppy. Look him in. Let's see what this thirsting trap is all about. Oh, man, that's pretty OP. Just instantly kill all the enemies Oh, and then it crushes them that both ways. Dude, that is broken. That's so damn strong. What the heck? Oh. Boss is in you, dungeon. Hold on. I got a boss up here, though. I got this, some strong dude over here. Hold on. Damn it. He got through. Like now it was like a boss is in your dungeon, but he was already here. Everyone's to the right there. We also did not have this meat grinder active. Couldn't see anything above. GM zones. Okay. I'm gonna figure out what's better then. Where should I have all these guys? Wall button. This wall thing is really strong. I don't know what this obelisk, the thirsting obelisk, activates once enough enemies are killed near this. I don't know what that does. Put darts on the wall. The dart traps. Moving wall? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. But I feel like there's like no point. Because when the wall moves, it'll crush enemies up here, and then when it moves back, it crushes enemies against this wall. Like see, like when you move it, it'll crush them all here, and then it will crush them all on the bottom. So I could only see a reason where you would put guys here, so then enemies would sit here attacking these guys, and then you would hit the wall, and they'd get taken and crushed. Maybe like arcane trap here would be good. And then a push trap here. I think that was a good dart trap location. Grinder there. Secret area has been unlocked. Ah, there's a vault there. Great treasure lies within. Break it open with projectile traps. Okay, that's what that is then. Right. Okay, what do we have? A new sigil. Spark. Okay. Bunch of knights. Bunch of heavy armor. Incoming. Good try for RAF level 4, but I don't think I will be able to survive a RAF level 4. I'm not gonna worry about trying to reach a special RAF level. Damage ignores armor, so the grinder is actually pretty good against the heavy armor dudes. Mysterious challenge. Activate the wall. He just instantly died to the wall. Okay. Rip Bozo Boss. Right. Okay. The moving walls is absolutely broken. Oh my god. Swarm, 10% more enemies. Cool. Capacity increases by 20% per tier upgrade. Grinder. Summon 3 Cornerstone Guardians at the beginning of the battle. Okay. Holy. We got, I guess it was level 10 / level 11 for the big 30 gems. Okay, we got another forest. So we want 3 of these in a cluster, so we'll put one there. And the plains will pop one down here. Ashen rails burn to tracks that carry only echoes of ruin. 2 paths and an unquenchable thirst. The obelisk demands more souls than waves alone. What does that mean? Clear the map. Clear the map within 4 minutes. Clear the map with Scythe and Nidalee runes. Okay, we've got 30 gems available. I wanted to get this to level 10. So, rearm speed, I think. Weapons cannot be attacked anymore. That seems pretty good though. Might try this. Increase the rearm speed. So it's just all about reinforcing them and using the Spellbound Arsenal as like a blocker. So our traps can do more, I think. Okay, we have 260. Yeah, so this soul forge, for every 200 enemies killed, gain 5 soul fragments. So I feel like with the soul forge building, you want as many of those as possible. I guess, for like getting more soul fragments. We just need a few more to get our final trap slot upgrade. We just have clear the map. Okay, so nearby dungeons spawn additional peasants. So these ones have additional peasants due to being nearby the farm. Okay. Oh. Okay, now we have a more activatable runes. More XP, more soul fragments. Sure. Okay. So we can have them. We can have push traps, or we could use harpoon traps. Have a dart trap here. And there's a lot of peasants each additional wave, so the grinder will probably be really good for those guys.
Good day.
Okay. Let's try this. Hey, I see. Come in. Well, that pushes them across too much. Ooh, right, we have these dudes. I think I've got this grinder here. I should mess them up, I reckon. And the spellbound guys. That's good. Cleaning the house? I'm just taking a tea break. Oh, good luck with cleaning my house and stuff like that. Always good to get in there and get all of that done. Streams have been good so far. Really do enjoy myself some chill PD. Oh shit. We have whatever those things are. Balloon fighters. An adventurer equipped with a personal buoyancy device called Balloon can attempt to float over pits to bypass your defenses. Boy. We don't want any of that. Get them near these spellbound arsenals so they knock them away. Knock them off the balloon. New enemy. Dwarf. No plan, no fear, just boom. A barricade's worst nightmare. Holy moly, they explode like each other. That's crazy. I think I could maybe move the arcane trap to be in a better location. I think it's maybe good being here. Put this here as well. Oh no! Ooh. Lucky! Send me those balloon guys. Holy, what the heck? Good thing we had a bit of gold to stop them. Build some additional traps. Barrage trap. Hey Deathman, think of a dider. A forest and a desert. Okay, so wait. Now we get to form a cluster, a group of connected terrain tiles of the same type. So I guess if we could do that. Terrain groups. Congratulations, you've formed your first terrain group. Groups boost adjacent dungeons with unique effects. Same type bonuses don't stack. Only the largest connected group counts. Dungeon can benefit from up to 3 different group effects at once. Some tiles can evolve. When a plains is adjacent to 3 plains, it transforms into a meadow. Ah, okay. So like these are meadows, these are plains, but the plains/meadows don't necessarily do anything bonus. However, they do affect the farm, because the farm says that each meadow tile counts as if it were 2 plains tiles. So you get 2 peasants per wave. So we want to have that. Place a dungeon to get 3 different land effects. So we've got meadows, we've got forests, which traps cost 20% less, and we got desert, which units have 30% less health. The mountain would be increased XP by 30%. That's kind of cool. Alright. Let's see. Oh, we can actually enable that. Capacity increased by 20% per tier upgrade. It's free. Alright, what do we have here? A barrage trap. I think this one's new. Looks like it does some like AoE type stuff. Seems like it'd be good. Confirm. I want to go to the shop and we have 570. Deal damage, double damage to shield. Animate engine gauge drains 50% slower. I feel like that one would be pretty good to have. Projectile traps have an additional activation range. A projectile trap. How do I know if it's a projectile trap? Like, is Arcane Trap a projectile trap? Is Barrage Trap a projectile trap? Like, are those classified as projectiles? I know the Dart Trap would be a projectile trap. Hello, Wolfie. Welcome in, buddy. We're gonna get our final trap slot upgrade. And we'll save the rest of our fragments. Actually, animate engine gauge drains slower. That might actually be good. The unlock thing, the unlock for that gauge thing seems like it's good. We'll drop the gold one and we'll enable Ember. Confirm. And clear the map. We'll run this one. This one just says to clear the map. There's no special thing on it. Actually, we don't really get anything. Yeah, we don't get any extras, so I'm just gonna make it easier. Just do the first bonus. Rewards greater number of rooms. Clearing a map for the first time grants 50 fragments. And then activating a rune the first time on the map gives us more. So we're gonna clear this and we're gonna get 310 fragments. So this has a lot of carts, a lot of pits and things. We've got one entrance here. We probably need to barricade over here. There's probably... Oh, we need to probably barricade here too. There's probably some... I don't know what they're called. Engineering squads. Okay. I think the engineering squads are the ones that drop platforms or something. So we have to be careful of those. The tomb. Releases battering ram. Releases powerful enemies when destroyed. So there's one entrance here. Gotta figure out. Barrage trap. Deadly contraption fitted with 4 fire orbs. When an enemy enters its sight, all orbs are unleashed at once, combining the path ahead. Okay, so it's in a plus. It's in a directional. It is a directional. That one. That way. Actually. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Actually, we'll do it over here. Trying to figure out where I want to like have all my traps set up. Put that there. Put that one there. Spike trap there. Grinder trap there. That there. Let's try this. Use a tile, select there, you can guard that tile. Barricade was destroyed. That's okay. Let's this. Oh, okay. Problem. And then I'm gonna get hit by those. Right. That do be a problem. So, I guess it'll be... We don't have our cornerstone guardians either. We're gonna need... this here, I guess, maybe, for those guys. Ah, damn. That's a little annoying. Alright then, let's... I could stop them there and go here instead. Go that way. Okay, this maybe seems a little bit less effective. So they're still getting past. Probably more. They're getting probably past because of this trap, I think. And we probably also need a singularity to be maybe here. Maybe I barricade this so they don't go that way. That's probably more effective. And then I can put my traps all along here. Let's try this. Okay. The anima engine stuff seems pretty cool. You get pretty big rewards, like 1,000 gold we just got then. That's pretty insane. 5,000 XP if we get 150 kills. there's really fast enemies coming in now. Holy. Reach soul, yeah, level 6. We did it! Level 6 reward was 10,000 XP, oh my god. Oh, this match is 55,000 XP already. Holy. Balloon fighters, 440 balloon fights, oh my god, there's so many. Maybe we get another grinder or something over here. Just for the ground units. Come on, dart trap. Okay, sell those. Put that there. We just need to pop the balloon. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Getting this guy here will be good. I think we did it. Ooh, that was close. Well, we only have 1 life, so that was very close right at the end. 102,000 XP. Damn. Got like nearly 2 levels from that. Ooh, volcanic ash. Traps in nearby dungeons deal increased damage. Okay. We're gonna have mountains like that way. Deserts this way. Forests this way. We'll have volcanic ash over here, I guess. Trap damage increased by 20%. Okay, we can put down another plane. Turn those into meadows. 15 available gems. Let's upgrade this. Increased range, projectiles now seek enemies. What do we have here? Increased damage by 50%, increased damage by 25%, explosion knocks enemies back, increased damage by 10%, shield damage +1. 50% more damage or a knockback. Explosion knocks enemies back. I don't know what I prefer. It's a pretty expensive upgrade too. I reckon more damage. How much do we have? 480. What's this? Barrage trap. Activation range +1. Increased base cost of 400. Let's give ourselves another sigil slot. And then we can add in probably the bounty. Okay, I've done that one. Do we have any? Clear the map within 2 minutes. Okay.
Swore fort. Blocked. Scythe.
That gives us the most amount of soul fragments without making it even more difficult. Okay. Put out. Here we have all of the things that we can select. So We're gonna do barricade here. Dart trap. Barrage. Here. Spellbound arsenal. Here. Grinder. There. Upgrade that. Okay. I have to clear it within 2 minutes. I'll have to push out the waves. Oh, 2 minutes and 4. Okay, I have to redo that. That was so close. Which one was that? This one. Proceed. Right. We've done the thing with those, so we can just remove those. And then we can just do this just to get that gem. I think if I set everything up in the kill box here, might actually be better. There we go. That was quicker. New charm for the barricade. Explodes on destruction, dealing damage equal to its durability. Okay. So it gave us a charm upgrade instead. Still feel like the cost one is better for us. Base damage increases 1 per tier upgrade. Right. Clear the map. Clear the map. Destroy the hidden vault. Not too sure about that one. I don't know where that hidden vault is. Done all of the other things. This is labyrinth. Maybe the labyrinths don't get. At least it looks like it doesn't get the buff. The plains thing. Well, actually, no, hold on. If we move it here, it'll get a buff. This has... Oh, okay. Wait, so... Hold on, the desert effect. These things are getting... This here is getting the grove effect, the desert effect, and the farm effect. So there's more there's peasants per wave, the traps cost less, and the units have less health. So technically this location here, I should put like labyrinth there or something like that. This one has farm, grove, and desert as well. This one has the forest, the grove effect, and the desert effect. So you can like squeeze everything in and get it to get like a bunch of buffs. So if we like reclaim that, and then we reclaim that one, we put the forest back, we put the plains back, the labyrinth we put there, the dungeon we can go and place there. So this has peasants, trap cost reduction and health cost reduction. And the labyrinth one is usually good because you just keep farming the labyrinth stuff. So this is only a level 1 labyrinth, so it's not like the hardest or anything by any imagination. Push all the waves. See what happens. Oh no, there's a there's a battering ram. Oh, the battering rams are actually kind of tough. I didn't realize there was going to be a battering ram. There's a barricade there, and then they have to go around. I guess the doors will help protect. That would be good. Place that one back there, that was nice. I can go there. Bounty increases. Yeah, that bounty increase is good. Yeah, there's a battering ram coming up. There it is. Oh, we killed it that time because I didn't have nearly as much health. This is the wrath waves. Yeah, Arcane Trap isn't that great, seems like.
Flawless victory.
Splash radius is increased. Maybe that's a better one. Splash damage. What do we have here? Increased damage and capacity. Gains 1 capacity for every kill. Gains bonus bounty per kill. Ooh. That would be a lot of money then. So more capacity. Gains 1 capacity every kill. Capacity of 48. To begin with. That could be pretty good, I feel like. The extra capacity. Okay, so we've got this one to do that we haven't done before. Clear the map within 4 minutes, unlocks a charm. Clear the map with Scythe and Nil rooms, unlocks a charm. I don't have the Nil room, I don't think. How far did I get with the Mega Bonk run yesterday? I got not very far, to be honest. I had trouble finding where the portals were on the first level, basically. I was trying to do the challenge where it's like foggy and you can't see. I was trying to do that challenge. With the bush character. And I was failing miserably. Actually, no, I didn't. I did fog with the skeleton guy, and I couldn't find the portal, even though I was like running around the entire map looking for it. Hold on, this bolt trap here has singularity, but then there's a dart trap. Ah, right, dart trap. Oh, there's a dart trap over here. Right, what do we have? Like, they've got these dart traps and stuff here in random locations, so I imagine that we probably need those dart traps to be there, because there's probably enemies that will explode these barricades. We have a thirsting obelisk here. Activates once enough enemies are killed. So there's a wall button here. What's that do? Okay, so we can swap back and forth between those. Right, entrance 1 goes to the cornerstone 1, entrance 2 goes to cornerstone 2. I'm gonna put a barricade there. So that way entrance 2 has to go around a little bit more. And I'm going to put a barricade there as well. I'm just going to figure out my kill box here. Maybe something like that. The dart trap. Grinder. Arcane. Spellbound. Spike trap. I don't know how I died. Did they go in from the other way? Maybe they went in from the other way. Can you use the push traps to squish people? These walls, if they get crushed, they will instantly die. Yeah. I have a feeling that the balloon fighter went through this barricade section. So there's balloon fighters. Is there anyone that destroys things? I don't think so. Any other ones? Oh, the push traps. Yeah, if you squish enemies against the wall or whatever, they'll take damage. There's also an upgrade that you can get. So here, they do damage, and the force is based on how much like they can push. But yeah, you can upgrade it for like more damage and increased like stuns and stuff like that. It can actually be really good if you get them in like good locations and reduce their rearm speed by a lot. They can be really good. Guess I have to watch out for these things, so I'm gonna put them there. Right, okay, so I think if we have 2 dart traps on those locations, it might be right. Put that one there. Put a spellbound here. Place that there. I reckon a spellbound here. Push them against the wall. Clear the map in 4 minutes. Holy. Alright, I gotta kill 500 enemies near that obelisk. That's kind of a lot. Probably remove that singularity buff, so I'm not really using that anymore. New enemy. It's like a siege weapon with legs. Okay, so they would probably destroy my weapons pretty quickly. I don't think I'm gonna get, yeah, I'm not gonna get the 4 minutes. You'd need to push so many waves for that. Break the armor of an armored unit. Fog. These 2 waves left. watch that barricade. HP. Oops. Wrong thing. There we go. Nice. I think those challenge ones will be hard to do, I think. It's mainly doing that for the soul fragments, though. Chain trap. We've used those before. They're kind of okay for keeping one unit in a location. So, some plains and a desert. Alright. Oh, is that the edge of the map? Can't put any plains there. Okay. Pop that there then. Desert. Pop there. Okay, let's put that there. It has some peasants. Come on there. Enemies have 30% less HP. We have 4 gems. Let's see. Actually, I want to see what these get at level 5. That was the duration of chained effect. These damage is increased by 3. Chained enemies take more damage. Well, that's not too bad. I wonder what the last one would be, or... What do we get here? Maximum number of chain targets increased by 1. Deals 500% damage when the chain breaks. Chained enemies are permanently slowed once per unit. They're very, very cheap, so they're good at holding back some like fast enemies and stuff, as you can see. So you can spam out quite a few of them. Okay. I wonder, do I have enough to get to like level 15 for something? Here we go. Fires 2 darts at once. Each kill increases damage by 2% up to 500%. That's the good one. Right there. I want to see what the Spellbound gets for their last upgrade. Increases damage by 200%. Weapon is destroyed in 1 hit. Explodes on death, dealing damage equal to maximum health of the weapon. Wait, so then if you go with Bounty Hunter, on death deals damage to an enemy equal to maximum health of the weapon. So it would kind of do double damage essentially to an enemy and then deal damage around. It's also health based, so this here, Impact Hammer, would be good for it too. So last here for the chain. Chained enemy fight for you. Maximum number of chain target is increased by 3, so you could do 3, 4, so it'd be like up to 5 enemies could be chained. What about push trap? Increases the area effect. Oh yeah, that one's a good one. I remember using that. Increase damage by 400%, but disables the push effect. Oh, they changed that one. I remember in number 2 it used to be more damage, but it still pushed the enemy. So then they changed that one. The panel, the Kaiser panel is good because it acts like an additional, I think it's half a block extra wide. It's a bit weird that you need to like get it up to tier 3 to actually unlock looking at this. Increases damage by 50%, sets enemies on fire. Trap activates twice per trigger. Fires 2 projectiles. No longer pulls, instead deals tear damage. If the unit dies, grants 10 bounty. Well, they changed this one too. This one used to be it no longer pulled, and then if it killed the enemy with its tear damage, it would reset the cooldown of the trap. So they changed that one. Deals bonus damage up to max health. Each hit increases max damage from harpoon trap by 20%. Further increases pulling force and tear damage and projectile damage. So like with the leech one, it kind of just makes it just into a big single target damage, because you can get a lot of extra tear damage with the upgrades. Grinder traps are pretty nice. So tier 2s, 200% damage to unarmored enemies. Bonus damage does not consume capacity. Increases unjam speed. When capacity hits 0, deals damage equal to the max capacity to the target. Well, that would be a chunk of damage, especially if you get like gains capacity for every kill. Imagine if this thing gets like 200 kills or something like that. If the capacity hits 0, that would be like its capacity plus like 200, like 300 damage. Well, that seems like quite high with its damage. Prioritizes damaging armor before health. Well, I guess if you're fighting a lot of armored enemies, this upgrade would be really handy. Even more capacity and damage. I mean, usually the grinder isn't used for damaging armor, it's used for all the scrub little enemies. What about arcane traps? Does this get anything really powerful? Removes all buffs on hit. Deals 50% more damage for each buff removed. Costs 2,000 for that. Projectile chains up to 3 times between enemies. That seems pretty cool. Each hit increases damage taken from arcane traps. Damage is increased by 50% for each level of the anima engine. I feel like this arcane trap would be really good with the anima affinity. If you get to level 6, you know, that's a lot of extra damage. It's 180% more damage at level 6. But then there's this one too. For every 10 units hit, damage is permanently increased up to 500%. That's more of a slow, long game one. Barrage has more explosion damage and a radius. Each charged orb increases damage. Increased damage by 150, decreases explosion radius. And then increased damage and armor damage doubles projectile count. Now it's a 3,000 gold upgrade. Enables building a wall trap on this barricade. Increases maximum health by 30%, fully repairs the barricade. Trap foundation is quite nice, especially on certain maps. When destroyed, it will be rebuilt in 20 seconds. Can only be rebuilt when no unit is on the tile. That one's like kind of okay if you want to do like the impact one where you use the barricade to actually deal damage to the enemy, like explodes on destruction, dealing damage equal to its durability. Each barricade strike kill increases the durability. Feel like explosive charge plus reassembly would be to go, but in comparison to Trap Foundation, I feel like Trap Foundation is just the strongest. The only downside is obviously you gotta upgrade it to level 3, which I guess you go with recycled, so 340 and then 300 gold if you go with the cheapest one, but ideally like alchemy is really good in that case. If you can place the barricades in certain locations to where they're not gonna go for the barricade. But if you wanted to just go straight Trap Foundation for the cheapest, it'd be 300 gold. And then 500 healing for the durability, more than likely. Well, impact dampening is really good too, in case like some of the sapper enemies that specifically go for barricades, then that's pretty nice. Oh, we looked at everything. Okay. In that combo. Adding another game to your wish list. Yeah, I check out like number 2. I think number 2 is really good as well. But number 2 might go on sale like more often or more cheaper than number 3. And well, number 2 doesn't have the shop stuff with this currency things, and it doesn't have this map layout thing where you like place the tiles down. It's still really good. It's still got like the core foundation with these traps. I think it still has the sigils as well. What else would I want to upgrade? Put that to level 5. Put this to level 5 because exploitable wounds, making the enemy take more damage. Put this to level 5. Extra capacity. Actually, I want to get that to 5 first. Reinforcements. This build thing they added is cool. That you can have up to 4 different quick slot builds. Even saves the sigils on stuff. That's really nice. Yeah, I don't even have 50% of them unlocked. I'm assuming that there's a couple new ones. Duplicate trap cost penalty. Units near dungeons yield more bounty. Ooh, that would be pretty good to get in combination. The cluster combination thing actually like opens up where you want to place your place specific buildings. Kind of cool. What else do we have in a shop? Barrage trap. Set enemies on fire for 50% of trap damage. Cost is increased by 600. Deal damage, double damage to shield. Bounties from enemies that fell to their deaths is increased. I think we might just go with a sigil slot. And then we can add on that one, I guess. Evo,
G'day.
book me in. What's the time, lads? Oh, it's nearly 10:30. I think it do be it do be that time though. I reckon. Let's see. Who do we have who is live? The music is really cool in the game, as well as in number 2. Number 2 has some really cool music. Oh, yeah, I have work early morning. But I'll be back tomorrow. As usual. Oh, and I've got some other games that I want to play as well. So we have obviously continued playing this game, but we've also got Moonlighter 2 in early access. There's some Risk of Rain 2 in DLC that I got, and then there's Where Winds Meet as well, which I would like to try out, as well as playing more Megabonk. So there's like 5 different games I'm gonna be juggling with, which is at the moment, which is I guess a pretty big amount of different variety. So depending on what I feel like and stuff on the day, that'll depend on kind of what I want to play. But maybe tomorrow we continue with this, or I'll go into Moonlighter 2, I think, depending on how I feel. Ja. Let me have a look. Who is on? Who is on? Who is live? Pa 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 pa. We can probably go to let's go over to here. We go raid Saku, another Australian. Alright, let me re-enable that. Yeah, there we go. Feel free to use either or raid command there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for enjoying the stream. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow for whichever game I decide to play. Take care everyone. Enjoy yourself. Bye.